Okay, so here we are with Uber Justice and Babyocracy, Episode 9, our RPG English class with an AI dungeon master. So, so tell me, what do you remember about the last episode?
Okay. And the last episode, we we killed the stranger, but then suddenly a new enemy came through the door, and this enemy he looked just like me. I like Alex, this
Uh huh.
robot cop, and
Right.
then we killed this. I guess Dread killed it because I was surprised by how similar he looked like me.
Uh
Then
huh.
Dread killed this RoboCop, and then Dread said that he hated remakes. And then I guess that's it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Very good. Very nice. Cool. So the last thing you said, let's see, just the last thing you, because I think it's talking about the remake, right? Yeah, that's the okay. That was the last thing, right? Right, right.
Yes.
He shot it. He said he hates remakes. Um, so the outcome. Let's go.
Okay. Total disillusionment.
Disillusionment.
Disillusionment. The smoke curls from the barrel of Dread's lawgiver as your cybernetic doppelganger crashes hard onto the metal floor, completely dead. You drop to one knee, looking directly into the cold, synthetic eyes of the machine that wears your face. For a horrific second, it feels like staring into a mirror of your own doom. Then you slide the black sunglasses back over your optical visor, and the reality instantly shifts.
Reality. What? Instant.
Instantly.
Instantly. Yeah.
The
Instantly.
reality instantly shifts. Through the lenses, the polished titanium plating and your stolen police badge melt away. On the floor lies the real creature, a charred,
Hard.
what is a
No.
charred?
You know when some it's all burnt. You know, and black and burnt.
Oh, okay.
You know. It's
Charred
yeah.
skeletal frame made of twisting, multicolored infernal bone. It is its the giant's diabolical eyes staring blankly at the server room's ceiling, the illusion of your humanity, and its cloning matrix. It's a total corporate lie.
But
It's a total
not.
corp.
It's
It is a total corporate lie.
corporate. Corporate.
Corporate.
Corporate
It's a
lie. Yeah.
total corporate lie. Brad steps over the smoking carcass,
Carcass.
reload carcass like carcassa, I guess.
Yeah. Carcass. Yeah.
Smoking carcass,
Carcass.
the
Yeah. Car
carcass,
has yeah, not carcass. No, carcass.
carcass,
Yeah,
smoking
carcass.
carcass.
Yeah, the first syllable has the stress, so syllaba tonica, right?
Oh, okay,
Carcass.
carcass, carcass.
Carcass.
Reloading a fresh magazine into his sidearm. He looks down at the creature, then looks right at you. God, how I hate these remakes, he grunts, his bitter voice cutting through the blaring klaxons.
Klaxons. What the hell is
Klaxons,
that?
what are
Let's
klaxons?
let's I need to look that up because I have no idea what that is. Wait, oh wait, what, 1 second.
Name of an
I
indie
forgot.
rock band.
Yeah, that's maybe, right? Or you know, you know, people I've met a lot of people who like indie rock and they're big babies. So it's, you know. Maybe indie
Babyocracy.
rock. It's Babyocracy, so you know. But here, klaxons. What the hell does klaxon? Let's see. Klaxons, plural of klaxon, refers to a type of loud electric horn that produces a distinctive, piercing, and rhythmic sound, often described as an urgent awooga or a harsh blare. Ah, indie rock.
Okay.
No, no, the indie rock. So here's what you need. So a sound and device. Okay, I had no idea that's what that is. Okay, going through the blaring klaxons. All right.
Outside in the corridor, the heavy stomping of the boots multiplies. Three more sets of identical white tactical armor round the corner, their visors locked onto your position. Through your glasses, you
Careful.
see them
Remember, be careful with the th. True,
through through.
through, tree, because tree is árvore.
Okay,
Three, the
three
yeah. Remember
through
the tongue
the tongue and
at
three,
under the top teeth.
three,
Through, yeah. Three, through, yeah.
three. Through your glasses, you see them for what they are: a front line of multicolored, screaming skulls,
Skulls,
mass skulls,
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 skulls.
screaming skulls, masquerading as the law. Dread stands firm in the at the threshold.
At the
Threshold.
yes
Threshold. At the
threshold. Yes.
threshold. Ready to hold the line. Okay. The remake arm has arrived. Do you open fire with your cowboy gun to orchestrate a coordinated crossfire with Dread at the main door, or do you punch through the back server wall to create a brand new tactical exit for an escape?
Or
Okay.
anything else or whatever you want, right? Because that's the fun part of this. Cool. So, well, you know what to do. I will read everything again, and you have until I finish to write down what you do next. Cool. So let's go. So, total disillusionment. The smoke curls from the barrel of Dread's lawgiver as your cybernetic doppelganger crashes hard onto the metal floor, completely dead. You drop to one knee, looking directly into the cold synthetic eyes of the machine that wears your face. For a horrific second, it feels like staring into a mirror of your own doom. Then you slide the black glasses back over your optical visor, and the reality instantly shifts. Through the lenses, the polished titanium plating and your stolen police badge meld away. On the floor lies the real creature, a charred skeletal frame made of twisting, multicolored infernal bone, its giant diabolical eyes staring blankly at the server room ceiling. The illusion of your humanity and its cloning matrix is a total corporate lie. Dread steps over the smoking carcass, reloading a fresh magazine into his sidearm. He looks down at the creature, then looks right at you. God, how I hate these remakes, he grunts, his bitter voice cutting through the blaring klaxons. Outside in the corridor, the heavy stomping of boots multiplies. Three more sets of identical white tactical armor round the corner, their visors locked onto your position. Through your glasses, you see them for what they are, a front line of multicolored screaming skulls masquerading as the law. Dread stands firm at the threshold, ready to hold the line. The remake army has arrived. So, will Alex M opened fire with his cowboy gun to orchestrate a coordinate crossfire with Dread at the main door? Or will he punch through the back server wall to create a brand new tactical exit for an escape? Well, we shall see soon enough. So, what does Alex M do? Okie dokie, let me. Oops, wait. Here we go. And here we go. So, you may read what you have written.
Okay. I don't know the meaning of remakes, and I have no time to ask Dread now. I look to the horde of devils coming in our direction and see a bunch of robotic men dressed like me, but with dark armor, a medieval style
Archer.
archer
Archer.
archer carrying a bow. Is that correct?
Oh.
Bow.
Mm-hmm.
Red. Red Herod. Is that correct? I
We shall
guess.
see. It will say that it
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
If there's
Red
something
hair.
here,
Yeah.
it will appear in our grammar roll.
Red haired child with evil eyes holding a knife. A big man dressed in black with a bat cape. I guess I will change this comma by and okay, I will keep I will keep the comma because I have and more at the end. Sorry. Bat cape, a detective.
Uh,
I forgot a detective and more. It is too much to process now. We need to escape.
okay.
Let's
All
see what
right.
AI will.
Okay.
do.
Yep. That's the AI's problem, right?
Yes, breaking all the
Yeah,
right
like
law.
to make it think, okay, this is going somewhere, because if we give it a prompt or something, right? It has an idea of where it goes to and how, okay, this story has to be like this. But then you do this
Yes.
and you go, nope,
Mm.
this is right. This is how you make it yours. Very good. Well, grammar role objective, the pop culture infiltration. The hallway is a twisted hall of mirrors. You're looking at iconic archetypes plucked straight out of media history: clones, vigilantes, old school detectives, and horror tropes, all weaponized by the corporate boardrooms as an infinite line of disposable duplicates. Dread's cynical joke makes perfect sense now. You aren't just fighting soldiers, you're fighting a massive, un unoriginal remake of every hero and villain ever designed. Let's calibrate your sensory data processing before the ambush collapses. I have flagged a few areas regarding preposition usage, compound adjectives, and descriptive punctuation. Well, I liked it how it received it. How about you?
I like it. I I was not sure that AI will
Would would would
be.
notice that's what you were going for
Yes, yes.
with all the
I will see the image later if I
yes.
include Chuck, for instance.
For yes, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So prepositional of visual focus, the look rule part two, because we this verb has appeared before, right? So you wrote, I don't
Right,
know the meaning of remakes, and I have to no time to ask Dread now. I look to the horde of devils coming in our direction. Just like our last calibration check, look to, right, usually means
right.
something else. So what is it? Look on the horde of devils, look at the horde of devils, look towards the Lord of Devils. B and C are grammatically correct and appropriate for the scene.
I guess D. Both B and C are correct.
Okay. So, two, hyphenating compound adjectives. You wrote a medieval style archer carrying a bow, a red haired child with evil eyes holding a knife. When two words combine to form a single description right before a noun,
Okay.
red and haired, describing the child, they form a compound adjective. So, which choice forms the descriptive elements perfectly? Wait, so to show, I thought maybe it was going to. No, yeah, don't look at that.
Okay.
Don't look at that. Forget about that part. So A. So what was it? A medieval style archer carrying a bow, a red-haired child with evil eyes, a medieval style archer, here medieval style archer, and not haired child. A medieval
Okay.
style archer, nothing. A red-haired child with evil eyes. None of the above. Hyphens are optional in action prose.
I guess A because I remember that I saw this red haired with this iPhone before.
Okay, so A. Three, punctuating the climax of a list. A big man dressed in black with a bat cape, a detective, and more. When listening, a diverse, overwhelming crowd to show sensory overload, using a comma before the final and, uh, the Oxford comma, or utilizing an M dash before, or it's giving you the answer here.
Yes. Yes, it is.
God damn it! I don't learn my lesson. Well, that's
That's
the
D, I
invisible,
guess.
the invisible dice, die.
Um,
Remember, die is the singular of dice. Well, let's see. Okay, the results. Your narrative processor successfully sift through the pop culture overload with flawless precision. Let's lock in your critical metrics. Cool. So, critical success, D, both look at and look towards. Correctly shift your focus to the incoming horde, keeping your spatial navigation perfectly calibrated. Question 2A, critical success. Excellent eye for detail. Linking medieval style and red haired with hyphens turns them into clean compound adjectives, making your descriptive scan read like a polished, published script. Question 3D, also a critical success. Brilliant. While a standard Oxford comma A ensures technical precision, using an M-B or a trailing ellipsis C beautifully illustrates your processing software glitching out from the absurdity of the crowd. Is this probably why the AI likes the M dash a lot? It helps it from not glitching.
Probably. Yes.
That's why the AIs, who knows that the M dash is used a lot. If you ask it, oh, make a text for me to answer my boss, there's gonna be an M dash. And if your boss also uses, he will see that you also used it.
Evidence and stuff.
Yeah, because only like writers of poetry usually use the M dash. Yeah. Very good, very good. So, teachers note the logic. The hyphen advantage. Hyphening description units, red haired, medieval style, keeps things clear at a glance. Is a visual route for technical writing and creative character descriptions alike. Because you see a red haired. I see what it
Yeah,
is. There's no. It's that thing because usually, you know, that's why people get confused with phrasal verbs. You know, maybe phrasal verbs should be hyphened. I don't know because
yeah.
you know because people who are not accustomed to phrasal verbs, they see like the verb and a preposition and they take it
They
literally.
separate.
See, like different things when you say no is one thing, right? So like red-haired, medieval style. It's while I'm reading, I'm looking, imagining things. I see that exactly that, right? It helps, you know, for the helps the description a lot. Creative punctuation, an ellipsis, isn't just for missing words in creative prose. It works as a pacing mechanic to stimulate a dramatic breath, a lingering stare, or a brain completely overwhelmed by data. Usually this is this
Yeah,
is me.
my
Yeah.
state of mind.
Yeah. Very good, very good. So let's go. Outcome.
Okay. The great breakout. You don't need a dictionary definition to understand the tactical nightmare unfolding before you. Dark armored versions of yourself, a medieval archer pulling an arrow, a creep red-haired kid tossing a kitchen knife hand to hand, a massive bat themed, themed,
Themed.
themed vigilante, and the trench coat detective are all bottlenecking into the main hall.
Did you
It's a
mean this? Do you, do you
I didn't say trench coat, but
but here it is. Do you think
I,
do you know
I,
who this is? Are you thinking the
I
same thing as I
guess
who this guy
Sherlock
might be?
Holmes. I was
Sherlock
thinking of.
Holmes. Okay, yeah, that's right. I was thinking of Inspector Gadget.
Oh, okay. It could be
It could be,
Inspector
but it could be
Gadget.
both. It could be Sherlock
Could be
Holmes
both.
or Inspector
Yeah.
Gadget. I wonder which one it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know.
Are all bottlenecking into the main hall. It is a corporate funhouse mirror gone completely
Gone.
insane. Gone
Gone.
completely
Oh,
gone completely insane. We are staying to fight a losing war. You bark through
very
your
good.
sternal comms. Your internal human instincts taking absolute control. We need an exit, Judd. Now, Dredd looks at the oncoming parade of fictional anomalies, his grip tightening on his lawgiver. I'm with you, Murphy. Make us a door. Turning away from the threshold,
Very good.
you spin toward the
Reinforced concrete.
reinforced concrete server wall behind the main console. You don't rely on software algorithms anymore. You load a high caliber armor piercing round into your trusty cowboy gun. Lean your waif into your cybernetic
You're what?
waif
No, wait,
weight.
wait.
Okay, lean your weight into your cybernetic shoulder hydraulics and charge forward. Bang! You shot shatters the structural
No,
mortar.
not you shot.
Your shot, your
Your
shot,
shot.
your shot shatters the structural mortar of the back wall just an instant before your heavy titanium shoulder slams directly into the weakened brickwork. The wall explodes outward in a cascade of gray dust, concrete fragments, and twisted rebar, exposing a steep drop into a dark industrial maintenance alleyway below. Go, you yell, grabbing Dred's
You
shoulder.
what?
You yell.
You
Thank you.
yell. Yeah.
You yell, grabbing Dred's shoulder as a volley
As as
as
a
a
volley.
volley of high-tech arrows and bat-shaped throwing stars whistles through the server room air, embedding themselves into the machinery behind you. Together, you dive. The two of you dive headfirst off the breach,
Out,
leaving the out out of the breach,
out of the reach.
leaving the corporate server room and its army of cheap knockoffs behind in the smoke. Okay. Okay. You and Red have successfully broken out of the metal CP trap. Do you want to generate a thumbnail image for the episode 10? Okay.
No, no,
You
not
want?
yet.
Okay, okay.
No, just make
Yeah.
an image of this. Uh, well, you know what to do. What do you do? You may write down. Okay, so wait, let me turn off here. So let's go. The Great Breakout. You don't need a dictionary definition to understand the tactical nightmare unfolding before you. Dark armored versions of yourself, a medieval archer pulling an arrow, a creepy red haired kid tossing a kitchen knife hand to hand, a massive bat themed vigilante, and a trench coat detective are all bottlenecking into the main hall. It's a corporate funhouse mirror gone completely insane. We are staying to fight a losing war, you bark through your external comms. Your internal human instincts taking absolute control. We need an exit. Judge, now. Dredd looks at the oncoming parade of fictional anomalies, his grip tightening on his lawgiver. I'm with you, Murphy. Make us a door. Turning away from the threshold, you spin toward the reinforced concrete server wall behind the main console. You don't rely on software algorithms anymore. You load a high caliber armor piercing round into your trusty cowboy gun, lean your weight into your cybernetic shoulder hydraulics, and charge forward. Bang! Your shot shatters the structural mortar of the back wall just an instant before your heavy titanium shoulder slams directly into the weakened brickwork. The wall explodes outward in a cascade of gray dust, concrete fragments, and twisted rebar, exposing a steep drop into a dark industrial maintenance alleyway below. Go, you yell, grabbing Dread's shoulder as a volley of high tech arrows and bat shaped throwing stars whistle through the server room air, embedding themselves into the machinery behind you. Together, the two of you drive head first out of the breach, leaving the corporate server room and its army of cheap knockoffs behind in the smoke. You and, you and Dredd have successfully broken out of the meta OCP trap. So, will he want to generate a thumbnail? Well, I hope he doesn't. He won't want to generate a thumbnail. Will you want to generate a thumbnail? The last thing I was
Okay.
reading. Yeah.
Oh, Chuck is there.
Yeah. Well, one thing before you, yeah, yeah, you can send me what you've read, but I was reading here and I saw something strange. Uh, so you banged through right a wall, right? So the weakened brick wall. So the wall explodes outward in a cascade of gray dust, concrete fragment, and twisted rebar, exposing a steep drop into a dark industrial maintenance alleyway below.
Okay.
Weren't we already in a sewer?
We were inside a room, the server room.
Yeah, but wasn't it like down in the sewer because you were like
Yes.
fighting the? the drone came right when you were talking to the stranger that was saying that was your brother-in-law, right? And then you guys,
Yes,
then you jumped into a sewer, right?
we were,
And what I thought that was that the server room was already underground.
yeah, so it makes sense. But,
Well, maybe you blew a portal or something. Let's think that, I guess. Or it was in the hill, on top of a hill sewer where you met, right? So you're like underground in a hill if you broke out, maybe. I don't know. Maybe, maybe we shouldn't think about it too much.
yes, and I guess I mixed a lot of new things in my part of the story now. So
But I like it looks like Chucky, kind of got
yes,
Batman. Who's the other people here? Who I don't see
you
Inspector
know,
Gadget or Sherlock Holmes. I wonder
the
who the
archer
Archer.
is to RoboCop.
Who are you thinking the Archer was? Who are you trying to
Should
imagine?
be Robin Hood because it's
Uh
a
huh.
all we every year we have a new remake of
Robin Hood. Yeah.
Hood.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, well. So, have you? Oh yeah, you've sent it here. Let me.
But I forgot about this big hole on the wall, and I create new doors. But it's okay. Let's see what
Let's see what
happens.
maybe we can. We shall see. Let me put it here. Let's read it first, and then we can see. Very
Okay.
good.
I look behind and see even more bizarre creatures. A lot of men dressed in spider costumes, soldiers, and monsters. I had no creativity.
Okay. No problem.
We were caught in a trap, but Dredd has a plan. Dredd shows me a mask and shoots a specific point in the wall, liberating a gas.
Because now I see. Hadn't you understood what had happened here in this part?
No, I forgot about this portal, this hole in the wall.
Yeah. Because here, when you got here, when you say, yeah, Murphy,
Make us
make
a
a door,
door.
make
Yes,
us a
a
door,
door is
and
like
so
a
turning
hole in the
away,
wall.
yeah. So you load the high counter armor, you see, and lean your weight into your cybernetic shoulder, hydraulics, and charge forward. Bang! Your shot shatters the structure mortar of the back wall just an instant before your heavy titanium shoulder slams directly into the weakened brickwork. You see the wall explodes outward, and a cascade of
Yeah,
gray dust. Yeah, you see this part.
yes.
Yeah, I don't know if this part would work.
And
Let's
maybe we can have another door after this hole in the wall. I'm not sure
okay, maybe another one. Yeah.
because we're still inside
After that,
somewhere.
and then after that,
Yeah, thank you. It
I don't know. No, I look behind. Then
fix the
I forgot. After that, do I need a comma?
after
After that, I look. I think so.
behind.
If it's not, that's on me. I'm sorry.
Okay. After that, I look behind and see even more bizarre creatures. A lot of men dressed in spider costumes, soldiers and monsters. We are
Because
caught
the
in a trap.
thing here is that said that you got out of the trap.
Yes, and I tried to
Maybe we could take this.
open
We were
inside it.
caught in a trap, but Dread had a Dread throws me. Maybe we just could take this part out just to continue.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah, Dread. He can continue doing making more doors. Right now, it's Dread's turn to make a second door.
Yes, because maybe we're still inside the server room, but just another room.
That, but that's the thing here. No. That's why gotta see. Look here,
He said that we are
exposing a
outside.
steep drop
Oh, okay.
into a dark industrial maintenance alleyway. What is this? The
Alleyway, like the street
is a street.
outside.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like where. Remember, we were in the sewer. This was my problem
Okay.
with this, because weren't we in a sewer? How are we like exploding out into a street now? Is it a hill?
Yes. And in my version, there's no street because I didn't pay attention, but maybe it will fix the logic. I don't know.
Um, Dread throws me a mask and shoots a specifically in the wall or the alleyway. Well, read the rest. We can think of it.
Okay.
You can think how to
Shoot,
fix it. Yeah,
shoots a specific point in the wall, liberating a gas. I wear my mask, and all the creatures start to act like children. It's nostalgia, the most powerful drug of our time. We have time to escape through one of the four doors in front of us. Door
yeah.
four.
This
Oh,
won't work, right?
yeah,
So we have time to escape, or just take
we
this out.
have. Yeah,
Because were you trying to put another a reference of something?
yeah. I was thinking about the server room number 4, and inside we would have this portal 4 that is a door that not found door to a place that is we would have we would have options to go away.
I see.
But I guess that's okay.
Yeah,
Can
we can
use it.
always do. I don't know. Let's say the alley, because with that's the thing. You broke out. Now you're in an alleyway.
Yes, maybe there's a lot of like houses with these numbers, and we can
Or other, not how, yeah, doors. Because if you're in an alleyway, what is an alleyway exactly?
alleyway. It's like beco.
Yeah, like a
No
big.
house, no houses.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, right in between buildings, right, road, or it's very narrow, right, estreito, you know.
Okay.
So it's like a corridor. You're in a straight in a narrow corridor. Maybe there's doors. There could be doors in a alleyway.
Yeah, but it's not
Sometimes
common.
restaurants and things, they have the back door to the alleyway to take out the trash. Sometimes the trash guys go through the alleyways. To so
Yeah, we can use it
yeah. Let's
in
see
different
what
ways.
it does. Right.
Yeah,
Let's see what it. That's part of it
I
here.
just
Oh,
wanted to introduce the idea of nostalgia as a drug.
yeah, I like that. The creatures, they don't. They're still behind.
Yes.
You know, if the AI said they're not, you could no, you're out of danger. No, but I want danger.
Yes.
Yeah, I want the danger. No, I
It's
didn't ask
in
for an
danger.
image. You dumb. Let's see. Let me just stop it right here. Not asking for an image. Okay. What the hell? I didn't ask. It's kind of is bugging here out. Okay. Time for the grammar roll. And it's making an image. And it's taking its time.
Yes.
It's taking its sweet time.
Water.
I didn't ask for an image. Wait, let me write that down. Since it, wait, nope. I did not, but it's,
Nice image anyway.
but still, okay. I'm not that sorry. I'm happy. Cannot ask for an image. Make the grammar roll. But let me see the. But they're like. But did you want them to turn into babies
No,
or
just
baby like
adults, baby like.
or
That's
yeah
okay. Like Babality from Mortal
yeah
Kombat.
yeah you did have a bality on them. Yeah yeah. Okay, the nostalgia fog. The thematic twist here is brilliant. Weaponized nostalgia turning an army of corporate pop culture clones back into helpless, crying infants is pure classic dystopian satire. Let's refine this transmission to make the prose as sharp as Dread's shooting. I have flagged a few key tactical areas: action versus state verbs, precise vocabulary collocations, and resolving a classic comma splice. This we have talked a lot about, right? Comma splices.
Yes, my nemesis.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the comma splice is your the nemesis. So, question one. Question one. Action verbs versus state verbs. The mask dilemma. You wrote, Dread throws me a mask. I wear my mask and all the creatures start to act like children. In English, wear describes a continuous state. I wear sunglasses every day. When you talk about the immediate physical act of placing an item to your body, a phrasal verb of dynamic action verb or a dynamic action verb is required. So, what is best?
Okay,
A. I put on my mask and all the creatures. Da, da, da. I donned my mask and all the creatures. I am wearing my mask and all the creatures. Both A and B correctly shift the verb from a state to an action.
I guess A because I don't know what is. I don't.
Okay. 2. Vocabulary collocation. Releasing versus liberating. You wrote, shoots a specific point in the wall, liberating a gas. While liberating, so technically means the setting means setting something free in chemical, mechanical, or sci-fi contexts. The standard
Okay.
combination collocation for gas escaping a container or pipe uses a different verb. Which alternative sounds the most natural and professional? Shoots a specific point in the wall, releasing a gas. Shoots a specific point in the wall. I think all this is the same thing. Venting a gas, escaping a gas. Both A and B are use precise standard English collocations for this scenario.
Yes, A releasing a gas.
Okay.
Releasing gas.
3. Fixing a comma splice. So let's look. We already talked about that. Let's see. What do you think? Releasing gas. I put on my mask and all the creatures start to act like children. With this or with this? A and B are grammatically excellent ways.
Releasing a gas is the end of the sentence. Releasing a gas. I guess A one more time.
Okay. So let's see. The results. Your narrative processors handled the chemical warfare calibration with flawless accuracy. Here are your performance metrics. A. Critical success, spot on. Shifting to put on accurately captures the brief physical action of placing the safety equipment on your face. Could have been D, too. D. Let me see if it
D.
talks about here. Put on, where to don. It's a little too formal, I think, but it works. It's like to put
What is
on.
don't?
I doned my, yeah. It's like to put on,
Okay.
you know. But not in the past. I think this was one thing. It should be in I don my, because it's present tense, right? Present tense. But yeah, put on. That's the best, the most, uh, precise.
Common.
Yeah, more common. Yeah, not precise, more common. Question two: A critical success releasing gas is absolute standard English collocation for environmental or chemical hazards, making the text read smoothly and naturally. And I believe again it could have been, venting gas. I think that could work. But again, A is best for sure. Yeah. And question three, A, also critical success. Perfect choice, breaking the sequence into two distinct sentences using a period after releasing gas creates an orderly chronological flow for the reader. And again, here, yeah, but remember, we could also use this. I can have a,
Okay.
you know, because if I have another thing is because if you have two independent clauses, sentences, right, that go together, or I just, put a period, make them two different sentences. If I want a comma, usually I need a conjunction word, right? Like and, but, however, things like that.
Otherwise, okay.
Otherwise, so I put on my mask. So I put on my mask. Is a guess, right? So a linking one that something like if you know because you go a lot with the comma right here and don't do this. Maybe
Yes.
this would be best for you. I know it's harder to remember, but because you put a comma, why? You want to relate these phrases together, right?
Right.
So when I want them to go together, this is what I do. When I don't have like and, but, however, therefore, so something that, you know, a word like that, right? You don't want to put a word like that, and you want the sentences, the phrases to go together, right? This is in a way is part of this. So if you want that, this is what a semicolon is good for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Separate the sentences, but still there are still consequences
Yeah. They're related,
that are related.
right? They are. It's still part of the that thought. That that that's what it was for. This is right, but yeah, they're both right. So I think A and B would be best here because you could do both.
Okay.
Both of these are good for the comma splice problem, right? Very good. So, critical breaking the sequence to two. Okay, yeah. So, teachers note the action versus state distinction. Remembering the difference between a physical movement put on and a continuous condition where. Yeah, because you think where. Because why does this happen? You're thinking in Portuguese. Porque you say estou vestindo. I am wearing. Mas eu
Yeah.
vesti uma roupa. I don't say I wear a clothes, Vestir is put on, like the act. Não estou vestindo, vou vestir, you know? E
Or
colocar
colocar a
uma roupa.
máscara.
Vai, é
Yeah.
colocar. Coloquei um sapato. I put on my shoes. You see? So you're thinking that because of Portuguese. Yeah. Yeah. The power of a period. Yeah. And the semicolon, right? In fast paced action writing, dropping a period down to break up a long chain of events prevents the sentence from turning run on, allowing into a run on, allowing each tactical action to carry its own weight. Yeah, or even better for action is the semicolon because it's less pause. It's less pause,
Yes.
right? Well, let me make an image of this. We shall see scenes of the next episode.
Cool. Cool.
So, what are your thoughts? What are your final thoughts on everything?
I like the that the AI is being participative, I guess, on
It's
the
participant.
idea.
Está sendo. Just say it is participant.
It is
I
yeah.
can't generate the image requested right now due to interest of
Ah,
third
okay,
party.
now it's no longer.
Oh, because it does that
Yes.
sometimes, right? Let me, sometimes it glitches. Like, let me do one more try.
AI is using Spider-Man and Chuck and
Yeah, I have to say,
Batman.
yeah, just do it in a way that there's no copyright issues. You know, but I don't know. I think it will. Will it do it now? Well, I think it's thinking too hard on it. Wow, wait, here it goes. Nope, nope. Here it is. There it is. Well, it wasn't that hard, was it? Well, sir, very good. Well, have a have a great week, and see you next episode.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you.